Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Hope you're enjoying it. You want to go outside, don't you? Hang on. I gotta let Sissy out. All right, come here, baby. Okay. All right, Sunday afternoon flow. Feel good, get your blood moving. Come to a comfortable seated position, and we'll just settle in. And those who are going to join us do so live. Feel your shoulders settle right over your hips, back of head over your tailbone. It helps you to drop in, just become present by closing your eyes, and do that. Otherwise, you can keep your eyes open, but just unfocus them. So we start to take our awareness from being outside of our bodies, and we gather it inwards. Tuning into those inner felt perceptors. Feeling the breath. Feeling our heartbeat. Just feeling the inner space of our body. Feeling fully present. If you haven't already, slow down your breath. It helps to empty completely on the exhale so that there's some space to take a deep, wide inhale. You would start to imagine a full body breath, inhaling right down to tips of fingers, tips of toes, filling the inner space, and then exhaling out tension, distractions, holding. Gently make your way onto your back. Just bring your knees into your chest. Feel your spine lengthen against the floor. And feel your breath move your back. If it feels good, you can have a little movement. So when you inhale, your ribs spread out. And when you exhale, everything comes back to your center. Take little circles with your knees, just lubricating the hip joint and giving a massage around your SI joint into the ground, going both directions. Wind removing. Take one knee into chest. So with hands interlaced over your shin, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, kick your shin into your hand. Your arms will straighten, tuck chin into chest, and just roll your shoulders off the floor. Inhale, lower back down, hug me in. Exhale, press the leg forward, go for a little ride, tuck chin, roll up, stretching upper back, turning on core. Inhale back. Last one, kick, tuck chin, roll up. Release down, hamstring stretch. Anything that feels good, any movement, side to side, rotation of the leg. Just play around here for a few breaths. And then bringing the leg back to center, hold it. Options, depending on how intense. Interlace hands behind the head and support. Reach arms forward. Keep this leg on the ground or let it hover, just little pulses. 10, keeping low back on the floor. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the legs, half wind removing other side. So we're just getting some awareness into the abdominal muscles right off the bat, building some inner heat. Hands interlaced over shin. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, kick the leg, tuck the chin, roll up, feel the shoulder blades spread. Inhale, draw the knee in. Low back is staying on the floor. Exhale, you just curl the shoulders up. Inhale, hug it in. Last one. Move into hamstring stretch. Feel your breath. Just feel that full inner body presence. Just balancing awareness with action, with feeling, and with awareness. Leg comes to center. Find your setup. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Settle your legs to where they're comfortable. Relax your arms. Full body moment. Inhaling all the way down and through. Exhale all the way out. Little bridge warm-up. So bend your knees. So this isn't your full-blown back bend bridge. This is a warm-up for hamstrings, glutes. Pause as you take an inhale. Exhale, lift up just about almost to your full height, and then lower down. Just do 5 little pulses. Really squeeze like you're hugging your heels towards your buttocks, and then lower down. 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, 1. You decide what's appropriate for you. Stay, pull the heels towards the glutes, so it's isometrically contracting hamstrings, buttocks. If you can go higher and you want to take a shoulder stretch, that's fine with me, but we're just still in a warm-up phase. It doesn't have to be a max position. One more breath. Pull the heels in towards your shoulders a little more. And release down. Waterfall, arms overhead. Kick the heels up to the ceiling. Little rocks. Knees to chest. Come on up to hands and knees. In tabletop, do what feels good here. Any movement side to side. forward, back. Move with your breath. Warm up your wrists. And then bring it up into your downward facing dog. Same thing here. Move it around, shifting the heels, shifting side to side through the hips, spreading the hands, making sure there's a little more weight towards the thumb side. Downward facing dog, even it out. Excuse me. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift forward to your high plank. Just do this a couple times. Warming up through chest and shoulders, through core. Last one. Come forward. Let's hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down, child's pose, 1. If you want to add a shoulder stretch, interlace hands, bend elbows, and draw hands back behind. Dolphin pose. Create your setup, hands interlaced or forearms parallel, I'll let you choose. Inhale on your hands and knees, round the back slightly, spread shoulder blades. Exhale, lift knees up, send chest towards your feet. If you're tight in the hamstrings, keep your knees bent so you get more of a shoulder stretch here. And then once you're in the pose, you can start working your legs towards straight. Feel your bottom ribs knit together. Feel when you inhale that you lift your ribs away from your shoulders. And when you exhale, you soften your chest towards your toes without spreading bottom ribs. Engage your core. One more breath. Child's pose. Any variation. Maybe embryo, hands back by your feet. Downward facing dog. And then make your way to the top of your mat. Walking up. Find a ragdoll pose. Hang upside down. Have your shifts, your sways. Nodding head, yes and no. And then to warm up and integrate this low back, glutes, hamstring connection. Bend your knees, get your hands under your shoulders, and we'll do some cat-cows here. When you inhale, shift weight into your hands. Draw your chest forward, maybe straighten your legs a little bit. Exhale, just round over. Inhale, shift. Extend through the back like you're doing a back bend. Exhale, soften, hands to hips. Same mechanical action, bend your knees. Extend out, then just hold your back, but use your legs, stand up. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Let's find balance here. So just shift into either side and lift. Right away, engage stabilizers, glutes. Low belly. Feel the waist narrow. Feel your breath. It's not your shoulders that are holding you up or your jaw. It's right here. And shift other side. Stabilize. Imagine that you're growing a little bit taller. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back to high plank and lower all the way down. And then come up onto your forearms. Let's take a back traction cobra. So if elbows are just a little bit ahead of your shoulders, your legs turn slightly in, so the tops of your thighs rotate in towards each other. You use your arms and you drag them back, pulling your ribs forward. Waist is narrowing. Low back is lengthening. Drawing the shoulders back, lifting the kneecaps up. That internal rotation spreads a little space to the sacral area. Now from here, we're going to come up into a forearm plank. You can break this up in any way that makes sense for you, such as maybe you kind of shift and get up onto your knees and then get onto your feet. Or you really draw your belly in, push the arms down, and lift. Hover and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, back traction cobra, or if you want to go a little bit more into a back bend, seal pose. Here you can separate your feet, but I want, instead of your hands pushing you back, to keep the pull feeling. So we're decompressing the spine. Legs turn a little bit inwards. Belly pulls back. Gaze can be wherever it's comfortable. Lowering, forward, looking up. Lower back down onto forearms, back into forearm plank in one move, or break it up. Hold it here or shift onto either side and take single arm, forearm plank. If you need to, put a knee down. You could even lift your other leg. Low belly, pull it in and up. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, switch it. Whatever variation you did, do it on this side as well. Feel the breath, feel the whole body. Without getting caught up on one particular sensation. Just full body presence. Be the observer. Just witness it. 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Turn a cheek to the floor. Here's a little break for your arms. Quadricep stretch. And then whatever foot you have, go ahead and do a chest stretch on that same side. Arm out, shoulder height, bend in the elbow, slow roll. Back to center, switch quadricep stretch, other leg. And chest stretch. Move slowly, mindfully. Focusing your breath. through the sensation, and then also through your full body. The wonderful thing about our yoga practice is this global awareness it can create, where we can pay attention to more than just one pinpointed thing. Our attention and our awareness expands. Come back to center. Press up to hands and knees, or high plank. Press back to a downward facing dog or child's pose. 3 breaths. Downward facing dog, make your way back up to the top of your mat. Hands under shoulders, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, focus on the flat back or a little bit of a back bend first, then maybe straighten legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soft bend in the knees, extended spine. This is why I don't like sissy outside when I'm doing this, but oh well. All right, inhale the arms up. Bring hands back to center. I'll face you. So we're going to do a little balance sequence. If you need to, go next to a table or a wall or a chair. So the focus on this exercise, this leg is going to be moving around, but this isn't the big player. It's this. So we want this to not move as we go through a series of movements with the non-standing leg. So pick a leg, any leg. Shift into it, glutes, low belly, stand taller, feel your breath. A little quadricep action, keep hands at your heart, hands on hips, I don't care about the arms, or bring them overhead. We're just going to extend out, we're going to bend the knee in, we're going to open the knee out. That's 3. 2, work on this stability here, so it's not moving around. I don't care how low this is. 1, switch it up. So keep the leg low, no movement in your standing hip. Open it up. Really use your glutes. Pull the belly back. Stand taller. Feel your breath. Good. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back to high plank. Stay here, or come into a side plank, and any side plank variation you want for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Square it off. Rest if you need to. Put your knees down. We'll go right into the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Square it off. Move through a flow if you wish, or just go right back to a child's pose or a downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, step 1 foot up between your hands for a warrior 1. Interlace hands behind your back. So work on a chest, bicep stretch as we inhale and straighten the front leg, not into hyperextension, just a little straight. And then track the knee over the midline of the foot for 5. Working on the stabilizers around the knee. 4, 3, 2. Come down and hold it. 1. Change your arms. Pick something different or do what I'm doing. Arms up. Now we're going to do a heel lift. Working on the stabilizers around the ankle. 5. Strengthening the back of the calf. Solely as the gastroc. 2. 1. Hands down, pyramid pose. If you wish, pull the toes back. Calf stretch. Then the front knee shift weight forward, standing splits. We're going to do little knee tap curtsy squats. So as low as you want to go, your options are to calf, to ankle, to pinky toe, and then back up. You can come back up to standing splits. You can come back up to a little handstand hop. We'll do 5. Let's inhale, lower. Exhale, extend up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Lower all the way down. Seated spinal twist. Lying down, figure 4. If your mind wanders when we come into a holding position, put your awareness into your body. Just to sense it. Feel the different textures of sensations, the different tones, the different qualities. Without that layer of judgment, criticism, which just blocks the flow of the energy. Option here, you keep the figure 4 legs and you come into a single leg bridge, or if you wish, just go back to a normal bridge. Depends on what's appropriate for you. Because you're going to need to keep your hips stable. Put your hands on your hips. Engage your core, belly sinks down, waist narrows. Press your hips up without a lot of wobbling for 5. 4. Pull that supporting heel up towards your shoulders. 3. So really contracting the hamstring and the glute. 2. Come up and hold it. Everybody lift the leg up. Little pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, knees to chest, or legs up to ceiling. Find your way into a standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, move through a flow of your choice, or skip it and just hold your plank. Coming back into child's pose or downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. exhale, step your other foot up, warrior one. Choose the same arm position as first side. Inhale, draw the leg towards straight, draw the kneecap up. Exhale, guide knee right over the midline of your foot. Right between second and third toes. 3, 2, come down and hold it. 1, change the arms, heel lift. Feeling that heel, do the same thing. Track to the midline of the foot without the heel sweeping out to either side. Hands down, step the back foot up. Flex the front foot, cat stretch. Bend the front knee. Shift your weight forward, lift the back leg up, standing splits. Hands are falling down. Little knee taps, back up to standing splits, or little handstand hops. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press it up. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Lower all the way down. Twist. Lying down, figure 4. Bridge or bridge variation, keeping your foot as it is. Hands are on hips, monitoring them that they don't wiggle because you narrow your waist, you pull the belly down, use your stabilizers and press up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody lift a leg up. You can hold it here or do pulses up for 5. Pull that heel towards your shoulders. A little more engagement. And lower down. Knees to chest, or happy babies, or frog pose. And then find your way up to a seated position. So if you have a block, you might like it for this one variation. So either just sit with your crisscross applesauce, or if you're going to do a double pigeon, use this, because having it here, I know a lot of you guys, you like to put your foot on your calf and the ankle goes right into a sickle, which can strain the outer part of your knee. But this here is a target. So you've got to put your foot far enough over. You're going to feel it way more. This knee is going to stay lifted, but then the flat surface of the block gives you something to push against versus kind of the cushy softness of your leg so that your ankle stays in alignment, protecting the knee. Then the stretch is really isolated in the hip and it doesn't travel down to the more there is a word that I'm looking for, to the more vulnerable joint of your knee. Spread the toes, a little pressure through the outside of the feet, activate all the way down, even if you're just sitting cross leg. Whatever foot's in front, use that arm, inhale it up. Exhale, side bend. Keep pressing the outer edge of your feet down. Oh, that's a good stretch. Inhale up. Exhale over. Come over and hold. And then come onto the diagonal. If your foot is on the block, aim your arm, aim your elbow into it. Release chin to chest, spread breath through the whole body, but especially where there's some tightness, some restriction. If you're like me and you've been walking a lot more, my hips are really feeling it. Or if you're running, if you do anything else that I don't do. Use your inhale to come back to a side bend. Spread it through the chest. Exhale, take a little counter twist, looking over your other shoulder. So the same leg that's on top, keep it. Kick your bottom leg forward. Variation is to put this foot again on a block. So if you're tight in your hips, you don't need this. But if you want a little bit more, you can let that, because it gives you a little more space for the knee to open. And mind that that ankle isn't sickling. Push through imaginary gas pedal there, so this leg stays active. Inhale up, and then exhale, just forward fold. Reaching bottom ribs out towards your toes. You might be able to even hook this elbow against the block to keep the spine lengthening out. Release your chin into your chest. Inhale, release. And take your legs out, give them a little shake. And switch. Crisscross, other foot in front, or put your target and get that foot across. Keep the ankle aligned, not sickling. Same leg as his front. Use that arm first. Inhale up. And exhale. Go over and hold. And then come on the diagonal. So either your hand is going to the floor or aim the back of your arm into the sole of your foot. Relax chin to chest and then just let the breath do the work. Your next inhale, come back to your side bend. And then counter twist. Top leg stays bent. Kick your bottom leg out. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lengthen out. Put energy through your straight leg. Come into a forward fold. Really good. If you're flexible enough to get your elbow onto it and then you push, it lengthens the spine out, gives you a whole different sensation than just that kind of rounding and deflection. Rounding into a forward fold. shake. And then make your way down onto your back. Just making sure my husband wasn't pulling up, walk through that door. So once you lie down, do whatever feels good. Bring knees to chest, happy baby, maybe you need more figure fours, lying down spinal twist. Give yourself a few minutes is to intuitively unwind from this little practice, a short flow sequence. If you're watching this video later, you can always pause and take as long as you want here. And then push play when you're ready. We'll guide you into our final rest. So when you've become settled and comfortable and still, take 3 more full body breaths. Imagining, feeling the inhale filling your whole body. And the exhales just carrying out, emptying, dissolving, releasing any last bit of tension. Just feeling yourself give and surrender into this moment fully. It's nourishing, healing,